News tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight
MH370
Flight MH370
disappeared en route to Beijing.
70, we are ready, requesting flight number 310 to Beijing. Malaysia 370.
Flight MH370 ended in the southern Indian Ocean.
Why Flight MH370 was never found? I have a theory about MH370 that might just change everything you thought. The Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 vanished without a trace, becoming one of aviation's biggest mysteries. Why we haven't found the plane? I believe I found the key clues that could finally shed light on the mystery of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. In this video, you'll explore why Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 was never found. So, buckle up as we dive into this captivating mystery. It has been 10 years since Malaysian Airlines Flight MH370, carrying 239 passengers and crew on board, disappeared less than 1 hour after taking off from Kuala Lumpur on the 8th of March 2014. It has become one of the great unsolved mysteries of modern times and is a puzzle that has remained resolutely unsolved. What happened when MH370 went missing? When Malaysians woke up to the news that the plane had gone missing, they were shocked. Despite perennial problems with its finances, the national carrier had a good safety record and a place in many a Malaysian heart. As the hours passed and no one seemed to have much idea of what had happened, shock turned to disbelief. In Beijing, tearful relatives demanded to know what had happened to their loved ones. Amid the lack of answers, officials from Malaysia Airlines, civil aviation authorities, and the Malaysian government came under unprecedented international scrutiny. Then it became clear that the aircraft had never entered Vietnamese airspace. Shortly after Zahari signed off, MH370 went dark. Its transponders were turned off and its tracking system was somehow disabled. Military radar showed the plane left its flight path to fly back over northern Malaysia and Penang Island, and then out into the Andaman Sea towards the tip of the Indonesian island of Sumatra. The final sighting on military radar was on March 8th at 2:22 AM Malaysian time. From there, the aircraft turned south, out into the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. Who and what was on board? There were nationals of more than a dozen countries on board the lost plane, although more than half were from China. The passengers included a group of prominent Chinese artists who had been showing their calligraphy in Kuala Lumpur, 2 Iranians travelling on fake European passports, an Indonesian heading to Beijing to start a new job, a Malaysian couple on their honeymoon, young families with children, and a stunt double for Jet Li. In the cockpit, Zahari, a 53-year-old father of 3, had joined Malaysia Airlines in 1981 and was one of its top pilots. Beside him was Farik Hamid Ahmad. The 27-year-old has just qualified to co-pilot the 777. In the cabin, the Malaysian crew was led by supervisor Patrick Gomez, who had worked for the airline for 35 years. When the plane disappeared, investigators also scrutinized its cargo. In the hold, there were found to be shipments of electronics, including lithium batteries, as well as walkie-talkies. There was also a large consignment of mangosteens, a sweet tropical fruit known for its purple skin. Theories about Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. Theories abound on the flight's disappearance and current location of the wreckage. 1. Unusually, all communications aboard the plane were switched off shortly after takeoff. 2. Intermittent satellite location information subsequently suggested it was flown south on a very different flight path than expected, to a remote and deep ocean area of the southern Indian Ocean before contact was lost. 3. When actively searching for MH370, sophisticated international surveillance aircraft initially conducted over 300 flights to visually look for plane debris on the surface. Then surface and submersible vehicles conducted further surveys, searching over 120,000 sq.km of ocean before ending the search in 2017. Effort to search for Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. The effort to find MH370 became one of the most expensive aviation searches in history. These surveys used both sonar, active acoustic instruments to image the seafloor to locate the aircraft, and also listening devices to pick up the aircraft's flight data recorder. Flight MH370 was never found. Well, confirmed MH370 plane debris were found on Reunion Island in July 2015 and off the coast of Mozambique in February 2016, which was consistent with what we know about ocean currents. In 2018, Ocean Infinity, a private exploration company, also searched 25,000 SQKM, but without success. Since then, a mixture of highly trained experts and members of the public have sought to assist the search. These efforts have varied from simple to really advanced data analysis. They have attempted to map the locations and timings of plane debris and other maritime debris, as well as model drift currents. In doing so, they are attempting to reconstruct where these may have originated from, which is no small task. Why flight MH370 was never found? 1. For inland or coastal water searches, a phased investigation strategy is suggested as best practice, where investigators look to identify water depths, major current strengths and directions, together with pre-existing site information, before specialist search teams are employed using methods, equipment configurations, and personnel that have all been accredited. 2. Much of the southern Indian Ocean seafloor is rugged and relatively unmapped, with water depths of up to 7.4 kilometers. It's away from regular shipping lanes and commercial flight patterns, with few fishing boats, no significant land masses, and some of the worst winds and weather in the world. These factors also make it a very challenging area to search. 3. In deep water, more than 2 kilometers to 3 kilometers, deploying sonar is cumbersome and prohibitively expensive. It also takes a long time to generate data. A major challenge for scanning technologies is achieving accuracy at these kinds of depths due to the scattering of the signal caused by uneven, especially rocky substrates on the seafloor. The development of more advanced autonomous submersible vehicles may hold the key to finding MH370 in the southern Indian Ocean, along with post-processing of raw data, which can clarify what can be attributed to rocks, as well as seafloor hummocks and pockets. This can distinguish between the seafloor and the objects being searched for. So, what do you think happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370? Do you have any theories of your own? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into aviation mysteries, don't forget to check out my other videos where we explore even more intriguing cases. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share for more content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.